Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Amazing Daisy back again with a whole nother video on YouTube. Hello, I am back from my basically half a year long hiatus. So let me tell you what happened.
Boy, if you don't get...
So I recorded a video on January 1st of 2021 because I was like starting off the new year strong. Since Vlogsmas was horrible, I had nothing to do and I was just in a whole big mental slump because I recorded the video and I was gonna edit it and then it just completely went south. I tried and it just wasn't working for me. Like I fell into a mental slump and it was horrible. And then I got into some situations and then I had to graduate from high school and everything like that, and it's just been kind of crazy. So I just wanted this video just to be a life update video, and then what I would like to go forward in my YouTube channel, since I am very determined, and I know what you guys have heard that like many times, they're like, you're lying. No, I'm very determined to actually make this YouTube channel work, since there's just like a lot I want to do with this channel, and many people are like, post your content. I'm like, all right, cool, let me post my content. So anyway, if I didn't bore you by that, let's get right on into the video. So let's start all the way at the beginning. I recorded a video January 1st and I was getting ready to edit it because I was like, new year, new me, new things to do. I had written out all of my goals and I was like, I'm gonna do this better, I'm gonna do this better. Yeah, woo. That did not happen. I fell into a really big mental slump till around like March or so like that. And I just felt so horrible and I needed to get advice from my friends. So then I got into another conflict with somebody that I will tell the story later, like maybe 2 years later or so. But yeah, we resolved that issue, so I am done with that. I was finishing high school, I was doing great, and then our last day of high school came, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so emotional. So I have officially graduated from my high school. I am so happy to be free, to be done with that school. Like, I really appreciate the memories I made there and the people I became friends with. But I'm just glad that it's over. Like, the 4 years went by very fast, but I'm glad I'm done. What's been going on really this summer is I have been working on myself. I have a very hard time putting myself before me. Like I have a hard time putting myself because usually my top priority would just be friends. I'd be like, let me put my friends first. Oh my gosh, let's do this, do that. And it's just like, no, like, because I feel as though I push my standards onto a lot of people, and when somebody doesn't meet my expectations or let me down, it's like I get so mad at them. But it's like, why am I putting them at such a high pedestal instead of just realizing that that's just not something that they can do? Like, I would do a lot of stuff for people, but they wouldn't do the same for me, which got me frustrated over a while. So I was just like, all right, cool beans. And I was like, let me just do this. So I recently have started my self-healing journey. So what I kind of got frustrated with was trying to, like, knowing where exactly to start. I didn't know if I needed to start like this, if I needed to start like that. I was confused on where exactly to start, because, you know, it's a self-healing journey. It's for yourself. So I identified some things from the past that kind of like makes me like who I am, like why I do certain actions and everything like that, you know. And, you know, I talked to certain people, and one person was like, yeah, something that you do from your past explains a lot as to why it's kind of like overbearing and stuff like that. And I would just be sitting there, I'd be like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. So, you know, my natural reaction would just be to push people away or just to work on things by myself instead of asking people for help, because sometimes I genuinely don't know. Sometimes I really do not know. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to move left or right, up or down, you know. I just thought I had to do it by myself. which thank God for my lovely friends. Then I started doing my self-healing journey, and every time it was like my second week into it, and I just started like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, why am I crying? What is going on? Why do I keep beating myself up? Like, I keep asking myself such serious questions that are just bashing me. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? What is going on? And I realized I wasn't even doing that for myself. I was doing that again for others. I was trying to heal faster than what's there, like what I need to actually heal from. And it was just so frustrating for me. I was just like, oh, okay, let me redo this. So I asked a lot of people for help. I asked my best friend, I asked my cousin, and I just kept asking people. And I felt as though in order for me to move forward and to actually start my self-healing, I need to set boundaries in some things, which I have, because I now know what a boundary is, because I didn't know what it was. And I felt good about myself, and I recently got a job at my local Starbucks, which I'm so happy for, and everything like that. And I've been doing a lot of self-care for my hair. If you know me, my dream is to grow a really big afro, so that like one day I can show people, or even my kids, you can rock their natural hair. It's a crown, everything like that. But because I have 4C hair, my hair has horrible shrinkage, and sometimes I would just cry because of how frustrating it is. Because the thing is, my hair is growing, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like my hair just got a big chop, and it's like, I'm growing it. So I've recently learned to just embrace my shrinkage and be like, it is what it is. Like, it's still a beautiful crown. And then I tried dyeing it a ginger, but the ginger really didn't stay. So I'm gonna re-dye it today with this is Dark and Lovely Fade and Resist. This is 376 Red Hot Rhythm, stuff like that. So I'm gonna retry and dye my hair that color and see how it goes. So yeah, that's really, I am missing so many things. I'm sorry. Wind it on back. So it was around, I think, the beginning of June or so, and we have to go register for classes for my college. If you don't know what college I am attending, I will be doing vlogs there, so I'll let you guys know. But so this is a story. So sorry. I went into my freshman orientation. We parked by this one lady, and I thought it was like a student or something there. I didn't pay no mind to it. So me and my mom, we walked in. We did a little orientation thing, and they actually gave us some stuff. They gave us this little journal here, and it's to like, I don't know, write for our, like, it's like the Aspire program. It's basically help us with going on in our career and everything of the sort. So, they gave us that. They gave us some other information and etc. of the sort. So we also on that day are registering for classes. So I'll go in and I try to register for classes. And, they say what's required. I think Mandarin, Chinese, and Japanese, that's what my school offers. They offer Mandarin, Chinese, Japanese, French, German, and Spanish as well too. So I'm like, I already took Mandarin, Chinese in high school, might as well continue. Apparently you don't have to test in for the class, and I'm like, well, I don't want to start from like square one, because if that's the case, I'll just go to Japanese and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna stay in Mandarin because I got a scholarship there, and I'm very grateful. So I registered for classes, and I'm getting ready. I'm like, I'm gonna take the afternoon classes. It's gonna be great. I literally only have 2 options. And maybe it's because we were on the very late thing and everybody took like the afternoon light classes. But bro, I was so mad. I was like, okay, when do the morning classes start? They said 8 a.m. I said, at my old school, the classes started at 7:45. That's just 15 minutes extra. What the fuck? So I'm like, okay, so what are the evening classes looking like? They run from like 6 to 9. I'm like, what am I going to do with all that free time there? Like, I get it, prep for classes, everything like that. And we also had the option to have them either the classes back to back or to have them with breaks in between. So at first I was going to put breaks. I asked the lady, I said, how long are the breaks usually? She was like, I don't know, it depends, like 30 minutes to 2 hours. I said, 2 hours? I wouldn't be getting out to school till like 3, 4, or 5. I was like, oh, hell no. I said, I'm going to do this back to back. So I signed up for morning classes back to back. I'm going to try it out for like my first semester. And if I genuinely don't like it, Like, I just don't like it. I'm gonna add some breaks in between because I realize how stressful that can be, and sometimes I need to re-prep myself for the class, everything like that. Oh, and if you don't know, by the way, my major is computer science, and I'm minoring in Mandarin Chinese. So, yeah. So, after that whole situation, they start to head out, and we go into the next room, and they start explaining what life at the college is like. They said we have little activities. They have bingo night every Thursday. They have dance teams, and explain the norm life. So they gave us our ID cards as well too. So, y'all gonna find out anyways. But I'm attending Carthage College in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So I got my ID. I'm really excited because, oh my gosh, it's better than my old ID. But yeah, I got my ID and I was feeling good. And I saw this one girl. Her shoes look so nice. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like her shoes. I was like, okay. And the school I'm going to is a predominantly white institution. So there was like only 2 black people, myself included, in that thing. And I was like, hopefully there's some more when school starts. Because, But they seem to have a zero tolerance with racism. So I'm very excited. And I think it makes me feel a little bit more safer. Because I lived in Kenosha for some time, but it's changed, obviously. Like, it's been like 8 years since I've last lived there, so it's changed. But anyway, moving forward. And so I asked the guy, I said, when do classes officially start? By the way, my college kind of starts like pretty late. He's like, y'all don't move into your dorms till Labor Day weekend, and we don't start classes till like September 8th, September 9th. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do that. So after that, I go out the room, and my goal for the day was to at least talk to somebody, and I was terrified. Like, I was like, okay. So she comes up to me, the girl who had the nice shoes on and everything. She's like, oh my gosh. And she was like, yeah, classes start officially September 8th. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. She's like, I love your shoes. I was like, oh my gosh, I love your shoe. And we just started hitting it off right there and then. And she was like, and I was like, I forgot what else we talked about. I was talking about how the orientation was. Like, bro, it's so long. I'm so hungry, bro. And we just started clicking like that. And I was like, bro, me and you should be roommates. She was like, so, yes, we should be roommates. And so I was like, what is your name? She's like, my name's Ice. I was like, so, oh my gosh, whoa. So I was like, okay, cool beans. So I took a picture of her name, and I was like, I'm going to just set it up, because I didn't know who my roommate was. And I got scared. And I was like, okay, this is kind of like a weird thing. Well, I think she asked me, she was like, do you like anime? I said, of course I love anime. Who doesn't? And she was like, oh my God, wow. I was like, bro, I got scared. If I got another roommate, I'll pull up with a motherfucking Kakashi rug, and people would be scared. She's like, no. And it was, listen, you know that feeling when you find that somebody who matches everything on your checklist, bro. She loved anime, she loved spicy foods, like, she was hitting everything off the mark. She even matched my energy, and I was just like, whoa. So I met her parents. I said, hi, my name is Daisy, nice to meet you. And I met the dad as well too, and she met my mom as well too. She was very excited and happy to see her too. And so the mom was like, funny coincidence, you guys actually parked next to us. I said, she's like, yeah, I just had a feeling that y'all would just hit it off immediately. I said, wow. I was like, look at God. So I now have a roommate for my college. We recently got our dorm room as well too, which I will be doing a move-in tour as well too for my Carthage College experience. I realized I have to delete like a lot of storage, but anyway, I'm so excited and everything of that. I also recently, for my self-care thing, I opened up my bank account, so I'm great. So I got like this Chase ID, which y'all will rob me if I don't cover it up. I recently got my Chase ID, and it has a Darth Vader Star Wars on it, and I was like, because I didn't want just the plain blue one or anything like that. I was just like, oh, okay, what's the plain blue one do? Stuff like that. So I'm reading off about it, and it says I can get like 10% and 30% off on Disney stuff if I go like to Disney World or Land and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, so fun. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on with my life. I've been worrying about myself. I've been trying to take care of myself and do things to grow for my future because I know what I want. You know, many people were just kind of like my cousin. I was just on the phone with him yesterday. He's like, "Some, you need to do things for yourself." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I do need to do things for myself because I don't do a lot of things for myself." So to actually sit down and do it, it was very hard for me at first, but now I'm getting used to it. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited. So enough with all that rambling. Well, with that life update, here's what I would like to do for my YouTube channel going forward. Going forward on my YouTube channel, I want to have the motivation to get back into my YouTube channel. I want to get back into the motion of uploading, editing, making people laugh, making people smile, and everything like that. You know, I still owe you guys a another phone tour as well too, since I've recently gotten a new phone. I'm not on my old iPhone 7 anymore. I owe you guys that as well too. I already did a room tour because my audio was bad. It didn't really hit that mark there, but I have a lot of videos like moving forward and a lot of like advice like videos moving forward as well too. So that's what I owe you guys. I want to be more and more consistent, maybe post every other week for me to like balance out things because I'm gonna be a busy person. So yeah. Another thing that I also want to do is by next summer, I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers and be able to monetize my channel. I know I said end of this summer, but because I fell into a huge mental slump, that did not happen. So we are aiming for next summer, like next summer in June. I'm gonna say like next June. That's when I would like to have my 1,000 subscribers. Another thing I would also like to have is I would like to also start gaming videos as well too on my YouTube channel because I feel like I have some equipment. I have a new laptop courtesy of my boarding school for college and everything, which I'm truly grateful for. I have a microphone. I need to get a headset. I need to get a keyboard. And I need to get like an editing thing and a webcam. So I still have other stuff I want to do, but I do want to play games going forward, even if it's just small games or something like that. That's something I want to do, and everything in the store. That's really what I want to do going forward with my YouTube channel. So yeah, this YouTube channel is really just for fun, just for snites and giggles. I don't see myself being a big famous YouTuber or anything like that, but I would like to be something. Ooh, it's hot in this room. Anyway, so yes, I realize I have a lot of work, a lot of growth, a lot of self-care, and a lot of more and more ideas going forward, since many people were commenting and telling me, for example, on my Snapchat, which you guys should go and follow or whatever, were telling me, "Oh, well, your editing's not the best." And I'm like, I know it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Like, it's still something. Like, I'm getting there. So, yes. So, that's basically my whole life in a nutshell up to this point. Thank you guys. So sorry. I also did prom too, so those are my beautiful prom attires and everything because I'm beautiful like that. Boom. Anyways, thank you guys so much for 102 subscribers. I meant to say thank you guys in December, really. And thank you guys for sticking with me for the long run, because a lot of you guys did not have to do that. You guys could have just said, I'm not doing that. Peace. Y'all could have left, but y'all did not. And I appreciate y'all for that. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the support. And, many people say you should post your content more, you should do this, you should do that. It's giving me more and more motivation to post on my channel, even though I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst either. So thank you guys so much. More and more videos coming forward. We are striving for 10 likes. But anyway, Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It means the world to me to subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Just of anything, how you've been doing, what's been going on with you, if you feel like sharing, and some tips and tricks or some YouTube video ideas you have in mind. And my socials will be linked down in the description box below. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. And don't do drugs unless prescribed, because it's kind of dry, you know.